Did you know there is a command line tool that can enhance CPU performance and reduce latency? That tool is called BCDEdit. BCDEdit, or Boot Configuration Data Editor, is a command line utility used to view and modify the boot configuration data, BCD. During the initialization or boot process, BCDEdit plays a crucial role in determining how the PC starts. It's important to be careful when using this tool, as even a single incorrect character or value can prevent the system from booting properly. Therefore, it is essential to follow the steps carefully. To open BCDEdit, you first need to launch the command prompt. Press the Windows key +R to open the Run dialog. Type CMD, and then press Ctrl + Shift + Enter to run command prompt as an administrator. Once the command prompt is open, type BCDEdit/enum. This command will display your current BCDEdit settings. If you are dual booting operating systems, the current active operating system you are using will have an identifier value of current. It's also a good idea to take a picture of this information in case you need to revert any changes later. Before we begin modifying the variables in BCDEdit, it's important to understand what CPU timings are. CPU timing refers to the way the processor and operating system track time at the hardware level. It coordinates various tasks, manages operation durations, synchronizes hardware components, and much more. This makes CPU timings essential for system synchronization, media playback, and, most importantly, performance and input delay. There are three common and modern types of CPU timing. The first is the real-time clock, RTC. This is the oldest of the three and is often powered by the CMOS battery on your motherboard. The downside of RTC is that it is incredibly slow and has high latency. The second type is the high-precision event timer, HPT. This was a modern upgrade intended to replace the RTC, featuring a dedicated timer chip on the motherboard. While that might sound beneficial, the problem is that HPT operates outside the CPU, meaning that every time Windows checks the timer, the signal must travel through the motherboard connections or bus. This additional travel time introduces latency, which can cause stuttering, inconsistent frame times, and lower performance on modern hardware, effectively creating a bottleneck. The third type is the time stamp counter, TSC. This timer is located directly within the CPU die itself, meaning it doesn't require any additional pathways or external chips. Instead, it allows for an instant read and check directly from the processor. Among the three options, TSC is the fastest, most efficient, and has the lowest latency by a significant margin. It's the preferred choice for what we want Windows to use. Now that you have an understanding of CPU timings, let's proceed with modifying the settings. First, open the command prompt and type the following command, bcdedit/deletevalue useplatformclock. This command removes the instruction to use the high-precision event timer, HPT, effectively acting as a force disable switch. This will encourage Windows to rely on the time stamp counter, TSC, instead. If it says element not found, you can skip this and it means that HPET is disabled, which is what we want. To ensure that HPET is completely disabled, open Device Manager. You can do this by pressing the Windows key +R, typing dev.msc, and then pressing Enter or clicking OK. In Device Manager, locate System Devices, and expand the menu. Look for High Precision Event Timer, right-click on it, select Disable Device, and confirm the prompt by clicking Yes. Now back in command prompt, and for the second command type, bcdedit/deletevalue useplatformtick. This command also deletes instructions for the RTC timer which we don't want Windows to be using. If it also returns a result of element not found, then it's also a good thing. It means RTC is not being used and won't override the TSC timer. For the third command, type BCDEdit/set disabledynamictick yes. This command disables dynamic ticking, a power-saving feature that pauses the timer when the CPU is idle. By entering this command, the timer will operate at a consistent fixed interval, which helps provide smoother performance and reduce latency. For the fourth and final command, the choice ultimately depends on your preferences, whether you prioritize better performance or lower latency. There are two commands you can use and choose from. The first command is BCDEdit/set tscsyncpolicy enhanced. This command forces synchronization across all CPU cores and continually resyncs them. As a result, it often leads to higher and more consistent FPS, frames per second, and overall performance. However, the downside is that the synchronization process can introduce some overhead, which may increase latency. The second command is BCDEdit/set tscsyncpolicy legacy. This command syncs the cores only once during the boot process and doesn't perform any background synchronization afterward. Because there is no overhead, it provides the absolute lowest latency possible. The trade-off is that the timing of the cores may drift slightly, which could lead to lower performance or FPS. However, with modern CPUs that utilize TSC, time stamp counter, this drift is usually minimal or even non-existent. In summary, Enhanced offers the highest performance and FPS, but it comes with a small increase in latency. On the other hand, Legacy delivers the lowest input delay, albeit with reduced performance and FPS. After you finish editing BCDEdit, type BCDEdit/enum again. You should only see the variables tscsyncpolicy and disabledynamictick, while useplatformclock and useplatformtick should not be listed. Confirming this ensures that your PC will use TSC. You will need to restart your PC for the changes to take effect. After that, test it by playing a game or running a benchmark. If you want to see a comparison of HPT enabled versus disabled, I recommend checking out a video by the channel Ancient Gameplays. It provides benchmarks across various games and I will link it in the description. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below, and I will do my best to answer them. That concludes this video. I hope this guide was helpful, and thank you for watching.